Please say hello and welcome to Joan Rivers. Nice?
I'm thrilled to be here.
Is this nice for you?
This is lovely, and I kept telling people in America I was coming over to see you, and they all know you.
Oh, that's nice.
That come from here.
Yes.
Yeah, they all go, oh, yes, yes, yes.
It must be nice for you to be here because your husband's English.
My husband's English, and it's the second time I've been over here, and Englishmen is just so different, you know. You're the only one that's like I can relate to. I mean, oh, my husband's so formal. I mean, he wears pajamas with vests. I mean, the whole thing is just, you know, very strange at night. It's, I mean, no, look, like, last night we was, you know, hugging and kissing and carrying on. He kept going, not here, and we were in bed. And it just... How many women are married in the audience? Yeah. How many have children? Did you have easy births or hard? Because I had the hardest birth. I was in labor 108 days. I went, and screamed the whole time. Any woman that has... Do you have natural childbirth here?
Me?
No, not you.
Oh. I'm not having anything to do with this. Yeah, well, natural childbirth,
Where they just... You just have it.
Yeah, but they just pull your lip over your head, isn't it?
You were in the labor room. That's right. Actually, I had a very easy birth. I just went, look who's here in a leash. I mean, so I would have had a lot of children if I could have had them all at once. If I could have had a litter. Oh, wouldn't that be great? Get it all over with, put down newspapers, go in the closet and go. Keep the ones you like, sell off the runs. I mean, it would be just dynamite.
Sell your kids?
Sure. Sure.
You wouldn't.
We're modern women. You've got to learn to live this way. Yes. It's a man's world.
But you're really saying it's a man's world and you really believe that?
A man can fool around, sleep around. Nobody asks any questions. A woman, you make 19, 20 mistakes, you're a tramp. Am I right? It's not fair. That's why every woman, may I just say something?
I think you're going to.
Every woman should look good and take care of herself. And any woman that cooks and cleans is a fool. I am telling you right now, a fool. Not one of us was ever made love to because we kept the house clean. Because we did the linoleum. The floor's immaculate. Lie down, you hot bitch. I mean, am I right? Any married woman. I don't cook, I don't clean. Tough. He wants a clean house, it's too bad. Once a month, I dust. Guests are coming, I put out a drop cloth, I say I'm painting. I don't do, sure, I don't cook. I can't read a recipe. You know what I mean? It says, separate 2 eggs. I put one on the couch, one on the floor. That's the way to do it. And I shouldn't complain, because I'm thrilled to be married. I was very old when I got married. How old were you when you got married?
I was 19.
I was 28. I wore white also, but...
28?
Yeah. I had a black hem. I mean, I walked down the aisle, everyone was going wrong. No, but I was so glad. I was the last girl. I come from a very small town called Larchmont. And it's time, my mother had to sign up last girl before motorway. I mean, just, you know, small. And I was dating toward the end.
I'm interested because you're a lady with a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
Right? And that just doesn't appear. It's been with you from a childhood.
Yes.
What kind of guys, would they have to have a sense of fun?
I was dating a transvestite for a while, and my mother said, marry him, you'll double your wardrobe. I was dating a football player. He was so, did you ever go out with football players? The rugby here, isn't it?
Yeah, big guys.
Yes, but stupid. I once said to him, what were you doing all day? He said, I was writing a letter. The letter was A. I mean, he was...
You often talk about people being ugly, and yet, as I said in introduction to you, you're a soft person, very gentle.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've never been good looking in my life, so it's been very difficult.
You don't think you're good looking?
Oh, please. A peeping Tom looked in the window, pulled down the shade. I mean, no, because it all goes back. Am I right? It's all sex appeal, right? Either you have it or you don't. My wedding, I have no bazooms.
Pardon?
I have no bazooms. My wedding night, he went into shock. He said, let me help you with the buttons. I said, I'm naked. glad I'm married.
We were having a cup of tea,
Yes.
and you were sort of having fun with various people. For instance, I told you I'd been in hospital with Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor,
Yeah.
yes. You were in there together?
Well, yes. No, not together. I didn't want to be the ninth.
She'll do it. She'll get married over and over again just to get that cake. She's the only woman I know who stands in front of a microwave oven and goes, "Hurry!" I like nurses.
You like nurses? Well, that's what she said. She said that the nurses here were a little more concerned. Is that? I mean,
Than in
probably it's
America.
because yeah, she said in America, you know, they take you up, you've got to sign forms and make sure you got the money. But here they were very gentle and they cared for you.
Oh, America, again, with my daughter, because it's her birthday, you know, when the nurses, when I was giving birth, I had a nurse apple pie my bed while I was in labor. I mean, But then when my daughter was born, as a joke, a nurse took a puppy, wrapped it in a blanket, brought it in. Looks like you. But most women are not nice. Women are not nice to other women, usually.
Well,
The truth. I think men have much more of a camaraderie, you know what I'm saying? Stewardesses are evil to women.
you mean air stewardess?
Oh, the lowest. I said to a stewardess, where's my seat? 3 inches below where it was last year. I mean, they just couldn't care less.
That's nasty.
Nasty.
That's tacky.
But men like them.
Well, I must admit that I like to sit on the aisle, yes. I must admit. A little walking up and down.
And they're always getting your blankets. Oh, let me get you another blanket. Sit by the window, you see the earth. Sit by the aisle, you see the moon.
Now, you've got, despite, as you say, your non-sexuality, you've got a lovely daughter.
Yes, I do.
So how come there aren't any more?
Things have changed. I'm married now 17 years, and things slow down, you know.
What kind of thing?
Well, you fight more. In the beginning, it's wonderful, you know. Anyone who's been married a while, you know what I'm saying. It just changes. The beginning, you say, I'd like to eat out. Right, take a shower. Now you say, I'd like to eat out. He kicks a dish on the porch. I mean, the whole thing. Once in 17 years, he opened the door for me in a car. We were on the motorway at the time. His mother told him to do that.
You get on well with his mother?
Yeah, may she rest in peace. Soon.
Sue.
She hates me, and I don't know why. She never said she hates me, but when they brought out the wedding cake at the wedding, she bit the head off the bride. I mean, and I was thrilled to get married. As I told you, I was 28, you know.
But what about this?
Only one child, though. Also, I'm confused about the facts of life. My mother never told me the facts. Did your mother tell you the facts of life?
The birds and the bees and...
My mother told me, no, I asked my mother, where was I from? She gave me a fake address in Cleveland. I knew absolutely nothing. All she told me was, man gets on top, woman gets on the bottom. I bought bunk beds. I knew absolutely. You don't know.
Look, you're putting yourself down a lot.
Please,
You're
the
saying
worst.
you're not attractive.
Not
You're
attractive.
saying no good at the mixed wrestling. You're not... there's nothing... I mean, you're saying you do... The cooking, I mean...
I'm the worst.
I saw your husband. He looks fit and well. Somebody's
Because
cooking.
he eats out.
Oh.
No, if you can do it, if God wanted me to cook, my hands would be aluminum. I am not...
That's aluminium. Brother.
Aluminium.
We understand now.
All right. My hands were meant to hold charge cards. This is a perfect fit. That's my hand. I'm not a good cook. I have tips. I serve milk and magnesia for a dip, which is very effective. You never have to make dinner. Where's everyone going? He wants a hot meal. I take a sandwich. I put Ben Gay in it. I give it back. They don't know what Ben Gay is.
That's kind of a mustard, isn't it?
No, it's like a thing you put on your chest when you're sick.
You don't put things...
No, I haven't got a chest. I put it on my back. No, bazoo. I went into a shoe store. I said, I'd like a pair of flats. He said, you've got them. Not good. But you're a man, and a very attractive man. How old are you?
I'm 40-ish.
40-ish.
Well, let's say 40 few. Okay.
40 few, all right. Which means probably 56, but a facelift. Do they have facelifts here?
Yeah, well, it's not as pronounced as in America. Everybody's having face.
My neighbor is a very famous star. She's had it pulled and snipped and pulled it, and they took all that extra skin and made another woman and walks right beside her. She's never lonely.
A little clone, your own little clone.
You're never alone. You want to go to the movies? Sure.
I'm just going to say, is your husband, is he a man, is he a man that wants real sexuality from a woman? Or
Well, it's too late.
and obviously you were saying that is not your scene. You're not good at housekeeping, and you don't cook. No. What do you think you are giving to this marriage?
Very little. I think I make him laugh. That's the only reason he hangs around. He waits me to get undressed at night, and then he just laughs. Make mommy put her clothes on. I beg you, no more.
Well, I just want to say thank you to Joan for coming over here.
Being so great.
And listen, you must come back. She's great, isn't she? And she's a pussycat, isn't she? She's not a champion. My first guest is making his third visit to this show. 3 times with me, and he's going to keep on coming back till he gets it right. A very, very funny man from America, Jay Leno, ladies and gentlemen. You what?
I ran into George Orwell back there. That's.
Jay, good to see you. Did you have? I'm sure everyone wants. Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, I had a real nice Christmas. I had spent my first Christmas here in England, which was fun, which was kind of nice.
You got your mum and dad with you, right? And it's the 3rd time, as I say. So your parents must be getting excited at the fact that you're becoming international. Right?
About my career?
Yeah, career. Oh.
Well, let me put it this way. I just got them a little house.
And were they excited about that?
Well, no, not really. They used to have a big house. So that kind of gives you an idea how the career is going.
But your mum, as I recall, last time we chatted, you painted her to be some kind of dragon. I mean...
Dragon?
Well, not a dragon, a pushy mum who whacked you.
No. My mom is strict. As I said, my mom is from Scotland. See, I see a lot of moms out here that look like my mom. Huh? They look very friendly, but ooh, they're vicious. Ooh. It's true. You know, I live in California. My mom lives in Boston. If I say something over the phone she doesn't like, her hand can come through the phone and hit me on the head. Who is worse, mothers or fathers raising kids? Who would you rather get hit by? Fathers. See, fathers are much easier. See, your dad will call you in the room, tell you the offense, hit you once or twice, leave in disgust. So your mom will come in, hit you, leave for 10 minutes, think about it, get even madder, come back, start hitting you again. See, my mom would hide in the rafters, wait for me to walk, and then leap down. Ooh, they hit you in syllables. You ever get that? You see, they know, you see? You see? Mothers all over the world do that. You know where you get hit in syllables? I don't care what they say. Tremendous. Imagine Bruce Lee's mother.
They're enjoying our television. I can't
they're
decide.
having a good time.
Theatre, what are they doing?
Sure, you have a lot of the same shows, actually, which is, you have the A-Team. I didn't know you.
Oh, that's
is that a popular show? You like that program?
Well, they watch it.
You know what I don't like about the A-Team, boy? You miss the first 2 or 3 minutes. It's so hard to follow that complicated storyline. Oh, they got Agatha Christie writing this now? What's the premise of the A-Team? You have these Vietnam veterans wrongly accused of a crime, right? Now, you got the black guy with the stripe down his head. You got the white guy with the silver hair, 2 male models, a woman in a bikini. They're in a black van with a red stripe, a wing on the top, mag wheels, Mr. T's driving, and the cops are going, "We can't find him." I don't know where the heck they could be.
This is, as I've already said, your 3rd visit now. Do you mind me asking, I don't think I've ever asked you before, how old are you?
How old am I?
Yes.
I'm 33. Now, I saw you with Joan Rivers a while back, and you were...
Well,
40-ish?
Well, I said that. I don't.
Ish? Is that what your license has on it?
I'm at that funny age.
See, age is strange, because when you're a kid, you use half ages. You know, how old are you? 4 and a half. How old are you? 6 and a half. I mean, what age do you stop doing that? You don't meet people on the street. How old are you? I'm 52 and a half. I'll be 53 in December. worst year was 17. Ooh. That's the worst. That's when I bought my first bottle of cologne. Ooh, what a humiliating experience. I bought this stuff, musk oil. You know, musk oil is made from a natural animal scent. It's supposed to drive women wild. I bought like 2 quarts of this stuff. I put about 1.5 pints on. I'm walking around town waiting for women to notice. Nobody noticed. I remember cutting through the woods on my way home. Every animal in the forest.
Whenever you come here, you always visit Soho, don't you, Jay? Because you're a great social observer.
Yes, I feel one should get to know the... One should swap cultures, so to speak.
Yeah. How much you swapped? I mean,
I've swapped so many cultures I can't get back in the country. No, No, I think so. I tell you, if God does not destroy Soho, he really owes Sodom and Gomorrah an apology. I'm sorry. I tell you, as bad as it is, it's not as bad as New York. New York is degenerated to the point. I was walking down the street, and I saw a sign that said, exotic dancers, 25 cents. I mean, lobsters are $18.50. But at least here, see, again, there is a certain classy level here, which is nice.
in these shops?
Well, no, but you see, at least to me as an American, I think most Americans are infatuated with the English language, the way English people speak it, because, you know.
I'm glad to hear that.
Huh? The way some English people speak it. Like, I was walking through Soho one day, you know, gathering material for the program, and, and one of the ladies of the, is that what they call them, ladies of the evening, I guess?
Well, they've got different names, but I guess...
I don't have them all cataloged the way you do. But this is what I say. She says to me, rub your tummy, governor. Well, that sounds a lot classier than Times Square in New York where you go, hey, buddy, you want a little of this? Not quite the same.
I know, purely in the interest of comedy and comedic observations, you do put your head into the little shops that sell these little objects.
Little shops, the cottage industries?
Yes.
I saw a thing in the store, the inflatable party dolls. Anybody seen this?
What's it called?
The inflatable party doll. This is a doll men take home. They blow it up. It looks like a girl. They can do whatever they want with this thing. Isn't this amazing? 2,000 years of civilization, man has progressed to the point of sleeping with balloons. I mean, if I was female, I would be very insulted by something like that. Like the ad on the side of the box says, she's just like a real woman. How many real women you know sleep like this? Imagine getting a leak in this thing, you'd be chasing all over the house.
I'm fascinated with...
You're fascinated.
And astonished at...
And astonished. Shocked, probably.
No, I haven't even told you yet. In this country, I tell you, I'm not sure if the term is what has taken off is going to be right when I tell you, but the male stripper. So I guess I've chosen
Male
the right
strippers?
one.
Yeah.
Male strippers. Now, are they big in America? No, let me put that again.
I don't think anybody would come otherwise.
But, I mean, is that something they do?
Oh, those are very... How many women here have ever been to one of the male strip shows? Look at these three over here, both hands up. How often do you go? What, 6, 7 nights a week, pretty much? Huh? One time we thought it was a bridal shower. That's you know, women go crazy at those shows. You know, you go to a strip show in Soho where it's men in the audience and women on stage. It's dark and it's smoky. There's one red bulb. The men sit like this. Nobody's in. You go to these ones where it's women in the audience. Men, it's all lit up. They show up with pliers and vice grips. All sorts of sensitive measuring devices. You know, things to turn inches into millimeters in case the guy's from Europe. And, what is the rule? Do the men, the one where you go, do they go all the way or they have to keep like a class ring or something? Do they take everything off? I'm not talking about afterwards now.
That's the Dagenham crowd who assures that they do take everything off.
What is the most? Don't they have to wear like? See, in the States they have to wear like a G-string kind of thing.
Oh, they appear to be
see, yeah. See, and what? And the women put money down the front. Next time you go, rub some algae pan on the money.
It's always a pleasure to have Jay Leno with us. I hope he'll be back for a fourth visit. Jay Leno, ladies and gentlemen. My next guest was recently given a Lifetime Achievement for his work in comedy. And why not? He's the best. Bob Monkhouse!
Hello, sweetie.
Oh, we both look very brown.
Don't we? Don't we just? Oh, it's good to see you. Good to see you.
Very nice to have you here, Bob. We enjoyed you last time. You would, I'm at risk of sounding a little bit sycophantic. It was wonderful at the start. What I will say is, though, and I make this point, you really got stuck into and gave your wife some stick with the jokes. I mean, how does she take it? What does she say when you get home after a show like that?
As she always does, she greets me. She's at the door to greet me, always. And she will, after the show, I'll go home. No matter how late I get back, she'll be there. And she'll be in her dressing gown, but then she spends the whole day in that these days. And she's very sprightly, you know, she's very high-spirited, and she's got a bit of a temper, you know, but she's got a dreadful, a very violent temper. She's younger than me and stronger, very much stronger. She's very violent. And she doesn't clean the house, doesn't clean herself. You know, her hair's never washed. And if she's been on the gin today, I know what'll happen when I get home. You know? Well, in the door, I'll duck. First thing I'll do is duck, because she's going to throw something heavy and very sharp straight at me. And I'm not as young as I used to be. I can't weave and dodge like I used to. Now she's going to get me glancing on the head, whack, I know it. And then she starts into the screaming. And she says, you know, you pathetic eunuch, where have you been, you dirty-minded, pot-bellied heap of shuffling crap. But better than coming home to an empty house, eh?
It doesn't sound, Bob, it doesn't sound as though you're wearing the pants. Are you an assertive type of guy?
Oh, yeah, I am really. I'm joking, of course.
Yes. Let's get a little bit deeper with you.
Oof.
Yeah. Well, we know the smile. We know the smiling Bob. Now,
Yes.
Is there a darker side? I mean, do you lose your rag? Do you get annoyed easily? What makes you mad?
Well, actually, irritates me.
Yeah, if you like.
People are being stupid in public. I think there should be a law against people being stupid in public. Thickos are bound. If they didn't, you wouldn't see warning labels. You wouldn't go into it like I was in an electric store the other day and I wanted to buy a hairdryer. And on it says not to be used in the bath or the shower. Now, you know that somebody did that. You know, some idiot went, I'm a busy man. I want to dry off, but I'll go in the shower at the same time and get the job done. If you buy, there's a hemorrhoid ointment. I won't name it. There's a hemorrhoid ointment, which I'm sure you have no connection with. And you know the one I mean. They actually published an advert for it in the paper that said, "Kiss your hemorrhoids goodbye," which I thought was not even if I could. And, and in the same advert, it said 5 out of 6 people suffer from hemorrhoids. I said, well, you mean the 6th guy enjoys them? Right. On the package, this is true. Check. The next time you go to a supermarket, chemist shop, look, and you will see it says, contents not to be taken orally. No, I think that's sad. Because you know someone wrote them a letter. Dear Preparation H, I have consumed the contents of 5 tubes of your product, and I've still got piles. However, I found my mouth is getting smaller and smaller. I can only eat peas.
You always cover a wide variety of topics in the stuff you do. Is there anything you wouldn't... I mean, would you do jokes about euthanasia?
Euthanasia. Youth in Asia? Or
No,
euthanasia?
well, either way. Make it...
Euthanasia. I'm in 2 minds about that subject. I signed an indemnity last year, a year ago, to the effect that should I be hooked up to a medical device and showing no signs of intelligence whatsoever, my wife would have the authority to switch off the power and end my life. And twice since then, she's tried to do it while I'm on the exercise cycle. So, I exercise on my little cycle.
Do you do all that stuff?
Yeah, well, not much. I don't jog. I did jog once, and I stubbed my toe, and I had to go to the doctor, and I hate that because your toes haven't got proper names. Well, you know, your fingers, your hand, you've got your thumb, your index finger or forefinger, your middle finger, your ring finger, your pinky. But with your foot, you've only got your big toe and little toe.
So no names.
No names. And I'm of a certain age. I'm at the age of a man where I don't want to go to the doctor and say, I stubbed the one that had roast beef.
But no, you know, so many things are happening, and I wouldn't say in the twilight of your career, because you seem buzzy.
No, things are lovely. I've got this gag tag thing going on BBC One.
You love that, don't you?
I love it. And I got this at the lottery coming up.
Now, what about the lottery? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you looking forward to that?
Oh, yes.
You going to imprint Monkhouse on that? What are you going to
I've got to lose some weight to fit into Anthea Turner's dresses, but drawers. It's a drawer. Oh, God. lucky.
So we're doing forward to that. I should be so lucky. I mean, you're a lucky man.
Yeah. I don't have bad luck, but I'm a carrier. I bring bad luck, not to people. No, don't shrink away from me, Des. Never do that. After all these years. I seem to have a negative effect on pets. I came home the other night and I looked in the tropical fish tank that we have, and there was my favourite floating on the top, a little golden body floating on the top. And I loved that hamster. And I tried giving him the kiss of life, you know, with a drinking straw down his little throat, and I blew very gently, but he didn't get any better. Got bigger, he got much bigger. And I took him to the pet shop, and I said, what would make him so depressed that he would fling himself into the fish tank? And he said, I don't know. He said he could have been ill. He said, did he have a yellow stool? I said, no, just a little wheel and some straw. So apparently they can die from a lack of vividly coloured furniture, which I never knew. And then, did I tell you about my cat?
No, tell me about your cat.
Right, I hate to leave the cat when we go away on holiday.
You're a cat lover?
Oh, yeah.
Go on.
Cats, however, I'm told, are unaware. They have no perception of the passage of time. They're rather like the Beverly Sisters in that respect. He fell a little ill, so I took him to the vet, and the vet said he needed cat x-rays. 75 quid. Now, I love our cat, but 75 quid, that's a lot of money for cat x-rays. So, no, I'm sorry, no. So I put the cat in a holdall, took him to Heathrow, shoved him through security. It was perfect. Took a little Polaroid. Now, he's unhappy at the moment because we've got this dog living with us. And the dog, I don't know, it's the effect I have on animals, is so misbehaved. It's my daughter's dog. You know Abigail.
Yeah.
While she was pregnant, she couldn't have the dog because she was allergic to the dog hair. We got the dog. The dog's name, could have named it Des, didn't. Named it Bob. Hilarious. The dog is named after me. Now, my wife is screaming at the dog because it's misbehaved when I'm around. The neighbours know we haven't got a dog, so they think she's screaming at me. And she's going, get your nose out of there, Bob! You know you're not allowed on the bed, Bob! Stop drinking out of the toilet, Bob! Because the dog does that. The dog drinks out of the toilet, which makes me laugh because I'm ticklish down there. Well, I don't mean he could wait till I got off. And I don't like big dogs because big dogs come running in the room and they stick their snouts right into your trousers. And they go... And little dogs are worse because you've got to get right down on the floor to let them do it.
Yours is yeah. Have you ever? I don't know whether you've analysed what you do in your work. You probably do, because you're that kind of guy. Your humour, it's a mix of the traditional wife jokes, if you like.
Yes.
and running to the newspapers for anything that's topical.
Yes.
And you're there within an hour. It's in a show.
Yeah.
What have you seen lately in the paper that's kind of tickled your sense of humour? In the
Oh,
newspaper?
there's so much.
It's good at the moment, isn't it?
Oh, it's great at the moment. Mike Tyson's been in London. He was on a spending spree. I don't think he's used to being out of prison yet because he paid for everything with cigarettes. They say the price of Valium is going up by 50%. When they told Valium users this, they went, "Oh, whatever." And the one that killed me, this is absolutely true. I'm not making it up, Des. Believe me, this is true. They brought out a Michael Jackson chocolate bar in America. Because he's very popular with the kids, you know, they buy the Michael Jackson chocolate bar, and it says on the wrapper, and this is the truth, white chocolate with no nuts. Now, you can't make that up. True.
Bob Monkhouse, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Monkhouse. Brilliant, Bob. And Bob Monkhouse. Will you please be upstanding for Dame Edna Everage? Lovely to see you.
Where is Michael Aspel? Where is he?
Michael Aspel?
Yes.
But Michael's not here.
Oh, darling, I thought this was going to be This Is Your Life. I thought it was. I was all keyed up for it, viewers. I was when they said... We're wasting our time with this woman here.
I haven't been introduced.
This is Madge Alsop, my bridesmaid.
Is it right?
Mr. O'Connor. Don't encourage her, Desmond. Don't encourage her. Sit down. No. You see, I was sure it was going to be This Is Your Life.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
No, well, you're not really. I adore you, little Desmond. And I've followed your career for years and years. Uphill and downhill. It's been a bit of a roller coaster. And I'll never forget that lovely song of yours, Dick-a-dum-dum. Dick-a-dum-dum.
You like that?
I love... When you won the Eurovision Song Contest, with that song...
I never won the Eurovision Song Contest.
With a song like that, you should have, darling. And then Careless Hands. Didn't you love that studio audience? And those careless hands, are they still careless?
Well, occasionally.
I like a man with a little bit of juice left in him. I do. I notice there's a bit on your tie, as a matter of fact. However...
By the way, I don't know, I'm a little hesitant. I don't know how to address you. Is it Edna? Is it Dame Edna? Is it...
Baroness. I want to be Baron. I'm not a Baroness, Desmond.
No.
But I'm going to be. And it's as well to be prepared so that when people call... When I really am a Baroness, I won't be taken aback. Margaret Thatcher told me that for about 2 years she heard people talking about Baroness and she didn't realise it was her. So I just want to get used to my title.
Yes.
So it's Baroness Edna, but you can call me Edna for short because I adore this little fellow. I really do. And we were meant to come together tonight because the stars tell us.
The stars?
I haven't ever said this before into any media, on any TV show, but I'm governed by the stars. And you're a Capricorn, am I right?
Yes, I am.
And I'm an Aquarian, and my moon is in its 4th house. And you are on the cusp of Uranus. Did you know that? You are, Desmond. And that's why we should be together on this programme, and we're going to make music together. I'm advised by my little astrological counsellor.
Who's that?
Mystic Madge. Yes.
Madge?
Yes, yes, she has a few. Well, she's in touch with the spirits.
She looks like she's had a few.
Particularly methylated spirits when there's nothing else in the house. Look at her there. I've never seen her smile.
She's smiling.
She's smiling. This is a first. A first for the Desmond O'Connor show, viewers. What is oh, she's reading that unsavoury book by my manager, Barry Humphries.
Barry, I've heard of him.
Oh, well...
Have you met him?
I'd see him from time to time. He collects his lavish percentage of my earnings and writes unsavoury books. Only women with a mind like Madge could enjoy them, I'm afraid. She's a bit of a raunchy old thing. I adored that man you had, that singer. Oh,
Michael.
Gorgeous, with the split ends. Didn't you love him? Didn't you? He was lovely. Mind you, ladies, if you came out from under the dryer with hair like that, wouldn't you complain? I would. I'd probably sue them, but he was lovely, wasn't he?
He was charming, absolutely delightful. I don't know what to talk about. There's so much we could talk about. Anything that you particularly wanted...
Well...
Can I probe?
You can probe. Up to a point you can, my darling. You can. It's an exciting life I lead, and I'm doing a lot of counselling now, Desmond.
Oh, that's interesting.
I've become a stress therapist. And
For anyone in particular?
particularly the royal family.
This is interesting.
Well, I can mention a few things, but remember that they have sworn me to secrecy. So this is just between ourselves. This must go no further.
Who have you been helping?
Of course, you saw little Di on Panorama. I was in the background there.
You were there?
That blouse. You remember that blouse, ladies, that she was wearing? That was my blouse. I lent her that blouse. And I said, don't wear your jewels. Don't wear your jewels. Because, you know, considering the sum of money you're hoping for, I said, you've got to look a little bit poverty-stricken. I wanted her to dress in Madge's old frock. I did the eye makeup. I got a lot of criticism. I did Princess Di's eye makeup.
You did the makeup as well?
Yes, I did.
You
And
were really
every now
involved.
and then, I held her jewels. I said, don't wear those. I looked after them. I was the only person she trusted with them. And every now and then, they stopped the cameras during that famous interview. And I stepped forward with a little eyedropper and put some little tears in her eyes, and I did. So it's something I like. And you know, we do things together, little Di and I. She won't mind me saying this, I don't think. We see this woman. I don't know if you've heard of this. It's called colonic irrigation. Have you heard of it?
Oh, yes, I have heard of it.
We see this little colonic irrigator. Her name is Annabelle. And she's a delightful person, and we visit this woman and have the treatment, but we do it very, very secretly.
Yeah.
We do, Desmond, because we don't want the paparazzi and the reporters all hanging around the front door.
No.
We don't.
Or the back door.
No, we slip in the back way, we do. And, funnily enough, so does Annabelle. She does. You're spooky. You almost anticipated what I was going to say, Desmond. This is a very, very late night show, isn't it?
8 o'clock. It's late for her.
It's late for Madge.
Well, I'm really worried about it. Shall I just go over and say hello or talk to her?
No. She's popular enough. Do you know this woman is swamped by autograph hunters? I'm embarrassed. I go out tonight. When I leave these lovely, luxurious studios of yours, there'll be a swarm of rather spooky types of people, and they'll want her autograph.
Why?
It hurts me a little bit. It's her they want. I was mystified. Viewers, studio audience, totally mystified by this phenomenon. And I asked one of them, I said, why is it? They said, oh, it's Camilla Parker Bowles, isn't it? You must admit it's uncanny, isn't it? It is. It is uncanny. But I think the reason they think it's Camilla is that she never speaks to the press. Never speaks to the press. Silent.
She doesn't say a lot, does she?
Doesn't say much.
Has she ever done anything exciting in her life?
I bring excitement to this woman. Just living with me is excitement enough for her.
I can imagine. Does she do for you? Does she clean? Does she, like, dust and...
Oh, whenever I travel. You know, I travel a lot, as we do in our business. I tell the hotel, however luxurious it is, I say... Oh, there's a woman pointing at my legs. I say... I hope she's not a Channel 4 type of woman. She's probably pierced somewhere without us knowing. However, you know, I could never bring myself to get pierced. I couldn't. No. I went to Selfridges years ago because I wanted those earrings that you sort of popped in through the little holes there. And there was a counter there. It said, ears pierced while you wait. And I thought, well, it's so much easier than leaving them there over the weekend. And they used a staple gun on me.
They do.
They pointed this gun at me. Well, when it went off, I ducked, I'm afraid. And at that very moment, the manager of the soft furnishings was bending over. And very soon he had the facility for a diamante pendant. He did. But where was I?
We were discussing...
Oh, yes, when I go to these hotels, I say no room service. They're very surprised. I say I don't want anyone making the beds or cleaning the room. Madge does it. We travel with a vacuum cleaner.
Travel with a...
And she does it all. It's important for her. I don't want her...
There's a sense of purpose.
She'd soften up.
Yes.
She needs this discipline. She needs to feel that she's of service and of use.
Where did you find her?
Well, she was a little New Zealand waif who came to my school in Melbourne. And I took pity on this creature. Oh, and I've regretted that. She was wearing dreadful old clothes, you know, from New Zealand. I burnt them in the school playground.
Really?
I lent her some lovely things of mine. She's still wearing them. And you know, there was some... because this little cardigan that she was wearing was made of New Zealand sheep's wool that had been plucked off barbed wire. It was free-range wool. Yeah. And I have to say, it still had hot seeds in it and horrible little big jobs of sheep. And where we burnt that cardi, a kiwi fruit tree grew. It did. It was the first kiwi fruit tree in Australia.
That's very interesting.
Madge was carrying those seeds around with her.
Has there ever been a man in...
There was a husband. She was married. He passed away on her honeymoon. The marriage... The wedding... It's too sad. The wedding... Even I feel sorry for Madge when I tell this story. Yeah. Well... They had the honeymoon in New Zealand where they have the boiling mud springs.
Rotorua?
Yes, Rotorua. And Madge was taking a little snap of her husband, you know, hoping something might happen that night, you know. And he was leaning against a little fragile fence just over a boiling mud pool. And that was it. He toppled into that. We got a lovely snap of it, but I mean...
So you don't let her out any more than...
Well, I've felt responsible for her. There's a lovely side to me.
No, I can tell that.
Oh, yes. There's a lovely side to me.
What is your best quality, do you think?
Compassion, I think. And I think it's femininity. I think it's because women identify with me. They say Edna's a little bit naughty sometimes, gets a little bit wicked. But... at last, an intelligent woman on television. That's what they think because they're sick of the glamour pusses. I'm not a beauty. I'm a handsome woman. For example, if I'm in the street, quite a few heads turn, I can tell you that. And there are men who've written very, very raunchy things about me.
Can we talk about it?
No, we can't. We've said enough tonight. We've got about enough interview to fill a whole evening of Desmond O'Connor. And I'd like to thank you, Desmond O'Connor, and I'd like to thank all of our people listening. And I'd like to thank you for having me at your place. Good night.
Edna, Dame Edna Everage.
Good night.
What about her? Is she all right? She's dead
Let's leave her there.
Right, my next guest is a young comic who has really taken off. He's made a movie from Disney. We'll be talking about all these things. Will you welcome him? He's just mad. I might get to talk to him if I can pin him down. Lee Evans, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. All right. Easy. Comedy. Right. I'm ready. Ready. So, get some water, quick. Get some water. So, comedy. It's said, right. The law says if you drop a piece of bread on the floor, it's going to land butter side down, right? But you know the best thing to do is drop the bread, then butter it. You could always butter, like, the floor and then just throw the bread down. Do it all right, wouldn't it? But I sort of watched the film on the coach on the way here, and the screen's too small and you can't hear anything. Not from your car, anyway. Saying. But, easy. But right, just sort this thing out here. But I don't know. I've only just arrived. No, so, it's great to be here. It's good to be here. Brilliant. I should have stayed there. I was having a good time, wasn't I? Because, sorry if I'm panicking, because, I do. Because if you're back there and they say, you're on! If you catch your brain unawares, it can't, like, take it. Do you know what I mean? It's like trying to get your key in the door. You know when the phone's ringing? It's an easy thing, get the key in the slot, but if the phone's ringing, it's like, phone! All of a sudden, the lock starts moving around. You just can't... I don't know what it is. It's like, I'm coming at my house the other day, you know, and it's always when you're going out the door, you know, you're in a rush, it's like, where's me car keys? Where's me car keys? And it's weird because you'll go to a place, you think you put them, you know. So you go, oh, they're on the, it's all right, they're on the, and they're not there, they're not there. And you search, right, but you keep going back to the same place, knowing they're not there. Do you know what I mean? You say, let me just check, because that's where they are, that is where they are. And somebody will always say, try and think back to where you were when you actually lost them. If I knew that, I'd go and get them. I don't know, brain lets you down. It's like this thing, you know, if you see somebody across the road you think you know, and you say, that's John. John! And it's not them, and you go, oh. But if somebody does it to you, you believe them. If somebody goes, John! And you go, yeah! Weird. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, it's like a simple thing. You go to the supermarket, you know, you want to know where the cornflakes are. So you go through the till, and you say, excuse me, tell me what the cornflakes are, please. And they say, yeah, just down there on the right. Between the till and the cornflakes, it's gone. It's like, they're on the till, going, no, just, I can't. Under your nose, look, just there. So the cornflakes on the shelf going, I'm here, look. Well, thank you very much. You've been a lovely audience. Thank you very much indeed. Been very kind. Thank you.
I've got some tissue.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much.
You do work hard.
Oh, boy.
You're not exactly the Perry Como of comedy, are you? You rush around a bit.
Yeah, I do. You know,
Burn up a lot of energy.
I do, yeah.
Do you lose weight doing all that?
Well, I mean, well... I do like sports, so I didn't
You're
like
keen?
it.
I mean...
Well, our football team didn't get to the World Cup, and I was very sad. You know, England, we got beat by the USA, you know. And I reckon we should have sent, you know those cows at the Anger Butter advert? Yeah, the cows out of the butter advert, that would be great, wouldn't it? That would have messed the Yanks up. Had the cows coming on going, Anger Butter. That would have been great. What I was going to say...
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, I watched Damon Hill win the Grand Prix.
You're a motor racing fan?
Well, I was just sort of talking about sport and stuff. I watched him and I thought, you know, because everyone says, you know, Damon Hill, he's British and all that, you know, but he's actually using like a French car and foreign mechanics and all that. And I wondered what if he's actually used a British, you know, car and mechanics. You know, if he sort of drove into the pits and went, you know, I think there's something wrong with the carb. You know, cost ya. Thursday, is that all right for you? Is that... I don't know. What? Easy.
This movie? You've done a movie?
Yeah.
In Hollywood?
Yeah, well...
Disney?
I thought I was going to go out to Hollywood. But but I didn't.
Disney movie?
Disney film, yeah. It was great, because it was involved, like, doing my own stunts and all that. I got sort of stand-in to do the acting parts, but... Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, look. But, yeah, so we sort of... And it involves... Like, it all revolves around sort of Blackpool Circus, and there's loads of stunts, and there's, like... And like, Jerry Lewis is in it, and Oliver Reed.
But did you... Oliver Reed was in it?
He was in it, yeah.
Laying down, standing up...
Des.
Well, we're going to look forward to the movie, and it was nice nearly talking to him. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee Evans. Thank you, Lee. Will you welcome Thea Vidal? Look, we tried to get you. When we saw you that night, we went back. We didn't stop laughing for 3 days. But we tried to get you, and you were busy. I mean...
I'm always busy. I'm a busy girl. Don't look like I'm a busy girl to you. Yes, I am very big and very pretty. Yes, I am.
How do you get into comedy? I mean, women, it's very difficult for women to suddenly to break through. I mean, when did you first get that break for you?
Well, I did... used to work in this little redneck restaurant in Pasadena, Texas.
What's a redneck restaurant?
It's called Steak and Egg.
Oh, it's like just a diner.
It's diner, yeah. It was 3 blocks away from the Ku Klux Klan building. And I was the first black to work there in 20 years, so you know they was waiting for me. They go, "Dear girl, where you been?" So the next thing I know, these people kept telling me about this comedy club, right? And I said, I am not going to no comedy club, because I talk real silly, and I'm just, you know, just like I am now. And the next thing I know, I'm in a comedy club. They took me to a comedy club, and I got hooked, and I've been doing it ever since.
But how did you manage to work the two? Because you're a mum, aren't you? You're a mum.
I have 4 children: hellfire, damnation, pestilence, and scurvy. Names. And I mean, I love them, but I'm gonna tell you something, because I know some of you don't know this, but your children really don't love you. They don't. They're waiting for you to die so they can get your stuff. They are, because I caught my kids looking at my 52-inch television, talking about, when mama die, I get that. I got dibs. And it's true. And my youngest is 11. Scurvy is 11. And you got a problem with that? And Scurvy is 11, and he just turned 11 because I let him. And for his birthday, I thought I would give him a brand new $50 bill. Now that's a good gift for an 11-year-old, don't you think so? Yeah. He don't pay no rent. He hasn't bought one chicken in that house. But he tell me he don't want that gift. He want another gift. Now that gift costs $200. Now, because I love him and he is my youngest child, plus he got lawyers and I don't want him messing with me, I bought him this gift. I come back to see if he got his gift. He said, yes. I said, did you like your gift? He said, yeah, but you didn't buy me no batteries. Now, isn't that the most ridiculous thing you said? Ever heard? Your children don't love you. They really don't. And it's hard to be a parent in the 90s because, you know, I have gone from baby, eat your food to if you eat one more thing, I'm gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Your children don't love you. I love my children. I really do. I try to do the best I can because, you know, hellfire and damnation. Those are the twins.
Twins?
The twins, they're 15. Yes, they are. But it's really hard because, you know, you got these teenagers and it's hard not to want to hurt them because teenagers at that age, they think they know everything and you know absolutely nothing but how to give them your money and feed them. That's what your children think. And my twins, one of them, Hellfire told me the other day, she said, Mom, like the other day at school, they told us if you hit us or whip us with a stitching cord or anything and abuse us, that we can call an 800 number and the police will come and take you to jail. I said, girl, you gotta make it to the phone.
I don't mean to be personal here, but you look like the kind of lady that would enjoy her food.
Yes, I do. And many other things. I am a Rubenesque woman. That means fat, sexy lady. Thank you so much. And I don't mind being this big, except like when I go to restaurants, because people stare at you and go, ooh, wait, let's see how much food this Sal gonna eat. But I tell them to get lost, because all you can eat means all you can eat, and I can eat it all. So I just pull my chair to that salad bar and say, come on, share my trough with me. And I hate, you know what, the one thing I hate about living in California, because you know I live in LA, is that they take us to these little fancy Nouvelle places.
Oh, the Nouvelle cuisine.
Yes,
good for you?
That means big plate with nothing on it. And I thought the first time I went, I saw on the menu, I said, ooh, Cajun shrimp. I said to myself, ooh, girl, you gonna eat like you. I said, it's gonna be really good, right? And I'm waiting and I'm praying, because you know how when you have a taste in your mouth when you really, really want something. The next thing I know, they bring me this big old plate with 5 little popcorn shrimp on it. Now look at my big behind. What I'm gonna do with 5 shrimp? So we had to go somewhere else to eat after that. I said, well, you gonna take me to McDonald's or something? But anyway, no, I don't mind being this big. I really don't. I think, you know.
You don't exercise? Do you exercise?
I am not exercising. Child, one time I tried to exercise, one of my tits hit me and I killed me. Let me tell you something. I am tired of people making a big deal out of my size or any other woman's size. I know they say on TV, baby, that in every big woman, there's a thin one trying to get out. Well, I ate that bitch. You won't see her.
So exercise, no exercising around the house?
Do you want me to hurt myself?
When we were in California, so it was LA we saw you.
Yes.
California, by the way, that's your home.
Yes, that's where I live. Yeah.
And were you there during the earthquakes and
Oh, yes, I was there. Yes, I was. Okay, I'm tell you what really happened. Okay, when they had the big earthquake, right? You know, I was kind of with my boyfriend, kind of, you know, and getting busy. And the earth was moving, and the bed was moving, and I'm thinking to myself, this guy is great. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna marry him. I know he ain't got no job and he lived with his mama, but we can work it out. Then I noticed the TV was moving.
The TV was moving.
And he was great, but he wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I start to run out naked, but I don't want to traumatize nobody. Because you get sued for that in Los Angeles. But I mean, you know, Los Angeles has its moments, you know.
Oh, I bet it does when you're around. Welcome, Steve Coogan! I'm all right. Oh, yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. When obviously, running a show like this, the first person I want to talk about is him, Alan Partridge,
yes.
talk show king. Now, how was he born, and more important, why?
Well, there are a lot of people who think he should have been strangled at birth.
Yeah.
But he's helped me pay the bills, so I quite like him, really. How was he born? He was born on Radio 4.
Oh, started on radio? I didn't know.
Yeah, he started on Radio 4. It just said, there was a script, and it just sort of said sports presenter. And I sort of did this amalgam of every sports presenter I could think of. I sort of did this... this sort of voice that's very sort of professional, very enunciated, very clear, and very professional. It's one of those presenters who actually, even though he's not quite sure what to say next, keeps speaking, because that's what professionals do.
That's right, they do that. That would have been fine. I'd have been happy for Alan to stay there, but then he became a talk show host based on anyone in particular?
Oh.
What are you looking at me for? No? No, did you base him on anyone?
Well, he's sort of the recipe for Alan Partridge is sort of various ingredients. I was sort of a spoonful of Alan Titchmarsh, a ladleful of Richard Madeley, and you know, a few slices of David Coleman, sprinkled liberally with a bit of Des O'Connor.
Oh, thank you.
You see, no, but I'm just saying it the nicest possible way. I mean, you're like Alan Partridge is like you, but without the class.
Oh, you crawler, Steve, you crawler. A lot of people, Steve, didn't get the joke.
No, I know.
No, my cleaner lady, Jean, she came in and followed me and she said, "Did you see that obnoxious talk show host last night?" She said, "You're better than him."
It's funny, because my cleaning lady loves you.
Yes.
So there you go. But no, actually, I've got a couple of letters here. This is from the when we first did the radio show. Yeah. And there was a lot of letters of complaint by people who thought it was real. And these are genuine letters of complaint. I'll just read you a bit out, right? Dear Sir, for 30 years or more, I've listened to Radio 4, and never once have I felt it necessary to write to you to protest about one of your programmes. Last Tuesday evening, I happened to hear a programme called Knowing Me, Knowing You with Alan Partridge. I turned it off and turned to Classic FM for a little soothing music. Last night, Alan Partridge was on the air again, and the first guest was a 9-year-old child genius with his father. I have to say that the child had more good manners in his little finger than Alan Partridge had in his 37-year-old body. And at the end of the interview, Partridge told the child that he thought he was a little shit. I consider this is outrageous behaviour, and Partridge should be shown the door immediately. If you think that being rude to people on radio programme is funny, then I can assure you that your listeners do not. I should like to suggest that this man's programme is taken off the air with immediate effect, and we hear no more of him at the BBC. And there's another one. It's slightly different one here. Here we are. One more. Dear Madam, Sir, I'm writing to request that the governors be asked to listen to a programme that I wished I had not heard. Last Tuesday, 1st December, on Radio 4 at 6:30 p.m, called Knowing Me, Knowing You. Mr. Alan Partridge would be the last person in the world I would wish to know, or indeed any of his researchers listed in the Radio Times. They're actually both written by women, but I just think it sounds better with an old bloke's voice.
Alan Partridge, you know, he made a few boo-boos along the way and got shunted up to Norwich doing morning regional radio, and we have a clip, and it has to be seen to be believed.
Go on, you were talking about cow bringing in.
Yeah, we bring them in from milking, and then all that can go...
Pop the straitjackets on them.
What?
Thanks very much for being this morning's farmer, Robert Moon. Robert, did you have your breakfast this morning?
Well, I reckon the way things are...
Can you just answer yes for the purposes of a joke?
Yes.
In which case, you must be a full moon. Hello?
I'm still here.
Yeah, I was making a pun on your name.
All right.
Anyway, thank you very much for being this morning's farmer. Caroline, line 4, hello.
Hello, Alan.
Hello.
So, yeah, have you got a brain, or is your head just full of shit?
Okay, Mike from Polgrave, are you there, sir?
Oh, you ignorant c...
He is definitely He's definitely wasted on the radio. Get him back on the... Are we going to see more of him on TV?
Well, not for a while. We always think, you know, sort of less is more. I don't know what that means, but it sounds impressive. But no, we think we'll do something in a couple of years. But we think we've seen him at rock bottom. I think he should start to do well again. We're thinking of maybe getting him on regional television news. You know, I can see him sort of in the next series, you know, going, hello and welcome to Look East with Alan Partridge. You know, and sort of doing some news stories on there. So he might be doing quite well in the next series. You know, I've got a slightly better car.
You are an actor, and a fine actor. Don't embarrass you, but you're a fine actor.
So I agree with you. I'll never argue with you, Des.
Well, Peter Sellers, a lot of the people that start off with impressions, like, you know, actors like I mean, that's the first grounding, and then they go onto films. What are your first impressions of your impressions? That
very clever, very clever. That's sort of an Alan, is it? What are your first impressions of your impressions? The first thing I used to do all the... I told a friend I was coming on the show, and he said, please, whatever you do, don't do a Frank Spencer impression. That really is scraping the barrel. So, I'm afraid I'm going to disappoint you. So that was probably the first one I did, and then I went on to all the others. You know, I did Spitting Image for...
You did all the voices on that at one time?
When you start off on Spitting Image, when you're sort of like trainee voice man, they let you do... you start off just... because there's people like Harry Enfield working on it, and Chris Barry, and I was a new boy, and all you get, first of all, is, like, do the voices of bits of fruit and things like that talk, you know.
Bits of fruit?
Yeah, well, you know, occasionally they animate bits of fruit and cabbages and things, and they say, who's the new boy? Steve. Steve, can you do the voice of this cabbage? And you know. Hello, I'm a cabbage. There's not a lot you can do with that, you know. And then eventually, you know, when they all go, you start to get you're sort of very keen. You go, they say, oh, who can do Neil Kinnock? You go, oh, can I do him? I can do Neil Kinnock. You know, hello, that's right. I speak like that, but little party. You know.
Was that before or after your radio commercial days?
Oh,
that's a grounding.
It is. I used to do loads of radio commercials. I did all those I did things like, get down to Top Man today. Horrible acrylic sweaters only $3.99. Horrible polyester trousers only $14.99. It's all going to go, so hurry, hurry, hurry. I did that, you know, which is I never thought I'd get a round of applause for that. You know.
Well, people recognise that instantly.
They do, but it always struck me as bizarre because nobody ever speaks like that. Nobody speaks like that in the real world. Imagine going for a drink to the pub and someone saying, "Hey, Des, what are you having? I'm going to the bar to get the drinks in. It's last ordered and it's your round, so hurry, hurry, hurry." People don't speak like that. It was so bizarre. And the thing is, because I'm a northerner, I've got a northern accent, but I did a lot of those straight voiceovers. I'd sort of turn up at the studio and they'd say, "Oh, you're here to do the straight voice," and that's the kind of BBC type voiceover. And I'd turn up and say, "All right, now let's get this over," and we go down pub, you know, and they'd say, "OK, and we're recording now," and I go, "Now there's even more for your money at Asda." And, smooth, and I do other stuff like you'd get these kind of... They'd have some really crummy, unfunny sketch, and afterwards you'd have to put a sort of laugh in your voice and say, "If you want a better deal from Ford," then, you know, you'd have to sort of pretend to laugh at what was going on.
You did a great Wogan.
I did a good Wogan, which I used to do the "Hello, and welcome to Wogan. And on tonight's show, apart from talking a load of baloney for the first 5 minutes, I'm going to be doing all kinds of ballyhoo." That's right.
You got a West End stage show started.
That's right. I'm doing a big show.
At the Lyceum. Is it a one-man show?
Sort of one man. There's lots of dancers and musicians and things.
Alan Partridge going to be there?
Oh, we'll be there. Yeah.
Tony Farina.
Tony Farina, Paul Calf, Pauline Calf, and you know, a few other stuff, and lots of sketches and singing and dancing. It's sort of because a lot of comedians go around just sort of standing in front of a microphone. I thought, you know, I'm going to put on a proper show. Yeah. The old days, you know, proper shows. You know about that, don't you?
Theatre, I remember that.
Yeah.
But thanks for... I'm taking it. You don't do this very often, just sitting there as Steve.
Only for special people.
Steve Coogan! What do I say about my next guest? He's unusual, he's off the wall, and he's very, very funny. One of a kind. Prepare for the brilliant comedy mind of Stephen Wright.
Thanks. So I got off the plane and I forgot to undo my seatbelt and I'm pulling the plane through the terminal. And the wings are knocking people over. And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice." Then I almost broke both my arms trying to hold open a revolving door for someone. Last time I tried to commit suicide was about an hour ago. I was down the street on the roof of this very tall building I ran. I leaped off the edge and I accidentally did a triple backflip, landed standing on my feet. Nobody saw us but two little kittens, and one of them said to the other one, "See, that's how you do that." Then I went to a store and I asked the woman if she had anything to put underneath the coasters. I told her my coasters were marking up my tables. Sometimes I like to just go into a waiting room and just sit there and wait. The nurse comes out. "Do you have an appointment?" "Nope, just waiting." I bought one walkie-talkie. I didn't want anyone to hear what I was saying. I remember when I was a fetus, I used to sneak out at night when my mother was sleeping. And I thought to myself, you know, now's the time I should start stealing some stuff since I don't have any fingerprints. Thank you very much.
Good to see you. Good. I don't want to rush you, Steve. Just take it nice and easy. Nice and... Good to... I nearly said good to have you here. I'm not sure you are here.
Different ratios. I'm hearing different ratios. I'm feeling kind of wired.
How long have you been thinking like this? Yours is I have to say, it's a weird mind.
Well, it all started, I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. My grandfather was an odd man. I remember when he died, I went to the wake with my aunt, and I was kneeling down, I was looking at him in the casket, and I started thinking about my flashlight, and I started thinking about the batteries inside my flashlight. And then I said to my aunt, maybe he's not dead, maybe he's just in the wrong way.
Where are you living these days? Where are you? I mean, you've moved on since your childhood days, haven't you? Cross country?
Yeah, I live in Santa Monica, California.
Nice part of the world, down there, Florida.
Yeah, it's nice. I live in an apartment or a house or something.
Haven't worked that out yet?
I haven't decided yet. And, I have fake brick wallpaper over real brick walls. People come over, they say, you gotta touch it, it feels real. And the people who lived there before... Are we on now? Is this
We're on, but you're on. That's for sure. But I'm not sure what.
I didn't know we were that tall. So, what were we talking about?
Not a lot. You're,
Yeah, I got to live in an apartment. I got a new phone. The first thing I did was push redial.
Brand new phone?
The phone started having a nervous breakdown. The phone was twitching like this. It was twitching. And the people who lived there before must have had a lot of paintings and pictures because there's hooks all over in every room. There's just down the halls and everything. I only have one painting, so every few days I just move it to another.
You live alone? I mean, what would a woman do with that kind of behavior?
Well, I live, right now I live alone. I had a girlfriend for a while, excuse me. Oh, I can hear the H's hitting the O's. You know the human body is made up of 98% water?
98% water.
That means everybody is that far away from drowning. I could kill myself right now. Yes, what were we talking about?
You're a bit of a loner.
Oh, the loner, my girl. I had a girlfriend, but she tried to control me. She was too restricting in the way she was like, we just didn't see the way I thought and the way she thought wasn't.
I can understand
It was
that.
just like, she tried to control me too much. Like, the last thing that happened was we were having dinner one night and she said to me, "Pass the salt." And I said, "That's it."
Not taking that stuff, eh?
No, I've got to have my space. I have to be able to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. Not that I would, I'm not violent, but I'm into astronomy now, so I installed a skylight in my house, and the people who live above me are furious.
I'm not sure where to take you now.
Take me.
Part to the local clinic, maybe.
What are you drinking there?
That's a little of your old country stuff. It's bourbon.
Oh.
A little lemonade. You a drinker?
I don't drink. I can't drink. I get very...
What? You get what? I thought you were going to say you slowed
I
down.
get
That's
very-
right.
Yeah, it makes me quiet and stuff.
Okay, so you don't drink.
No.
You are very much a man who thinks about his fellow man. I'm told you, it's just behind you. I'm told that. I'm told that you spend a lot of time. You're going to do a workout.
I spend a lot of time.
You spend a lot of time helping others, helping the young people in the country.
Well, I work at a camp for kids, counseling, summer camp, where they go for the summer
Sure.
and do
Summer camp,
things
okay.
and activities, and I was in charge of activities, but I couldn't really think of anything for them to do.
Do you have any idiosyncrasies?
Well, I'm addicted to one thing. On the dryer, the dryer for the clothes, that thing with the fluff, that screen with the fluff? You take the screen out because all the fluff's on. I'm addicted to the lint, the fluff there, and I keep taking the lint and fluff out, and I break pieces of it off, and I put it in all my pockets, and... I'm like recycling fluff. And next time I go see the doctor, I'm going to take a giant piece of it like this. I'm going to put it right in my belly button. He'll say, "Take off your shirt, please." "What the hell is that?" And I'll say, "That's why I came to see you."
You're a fascinating man.
Thank you very much.
What are you going to do when you get back home? What are you doing? Is something interesting? Something
Well, I have to...
exciting?
I have
If
to
you
do
can get
some
excited.
time, actually. I'm embarrassed to say I have to do...
You got to do some time?
Do some time in behind bars. I was arrested recently. I was arrested for lip-syncing karaoke.
Well, on that happy note, unless there's anything else you'd like to discuss, or you have any problems you
No.
want to talk about? Or...
I'd just like to say that I wish that everyone will have a very happy...
Christmas?
Whatever they want, and that someday things will be... whatever.
And always remember, wherever you go, there you are. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Wright. Then saying hello to Ken Dodd.
Another first.
Another
First
first.
of another first.
Oh, I see.
Think of all the famous firsts. I remember the first time I was on your show, the show.
Yeah.
You came straight from school. I also remember the very first laugh I got. Yeah. And the lady was very nice. She gave me my money back.
Have you made any New Year resolutions?
Oh, yes. 1997 can be a very important year for all of us, so I'm going into politics.
Politics, you
yes,
can?
I'm going into Parliament, yes. I might end up as Chancellor of the Exchequer, you never know. It would be nice to... Well,
you could look after the accounts.
I'd like to be... It would be nice to be near me money. See, I represent... It's a new party, the Not Just Lateral Party. And I went along to be selected to the committee rooms, and very nice, the three old cocks there. There was a picture of Lloyd George there, and a poster here on how to revive a man who's had an electric shock. That's a bit disgusting, actually. So I said to him, I said, I'd like to stand as a sitting MP. He said, well, have you any policies? I said, yes, I've got 2 at the Royal and 1 with the Prudential. He said, how's your manifesto? I said, well, since I put the ointment on, it's like I said, look here. What about foreign affairs? Well, I said, there's a barmaid in Mallorca, but she never writes, you see. He said, what do you think of the European position? Well, I said, it nearly put me back out. But we're going to have to, you know, that's what we're going to have to address ourselves to, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Europe. I mean, look, Sweden, the Swedes, they can't even switch their side lights off. Sweden, their idea of a good time in the winter is taking all their clothes off, stripping off, and rolling in the snow while somebody hits them with twigs. That's why they're blonde. They've all gone white overnight with the shock. Denmark. Do we really want to get mixed up with a nation that goes around writing its name on pigs? The Dutch, Holland, the Dutch, they're nice meat pies, but the Dutch, they're like Germans in clogs. Now, Italian men, they're very sexy Italian men. It's all like pasta, too much starch. Yeah. Well, see what it does to your collars. But it's a beautiful... Rome, been there, Rome.
Once.
Oh, all those lovely sights. We went and did the whole lot, you know, 3 coins in the fountain. Luckily, I could swim, so I got mine back. But the place you really want to go is Vatican Square. The Vatican Square, there must be all those lovely domed buildings, lovely marble columns, and people, hundreds go there, thousands go there just to stand. Well, the day I was there must have been about 200,000 devout people all standing there waiting, and this little balcony, way up there, the cardinal comes out with his red hat on, and he talks to me in Latin. He said, "Oh, you diddling!" And they all... in Latin, and they all respond, "We're diddling, okay? Would anybody like to have a game of dominoes? Yes, we'd like to have a game of dominoes. Are you knocking? No. I've got the news for you, because we'll spit it out. He's in his nibs, he's not too clever. His nibs, you've got to have a new art. His nibs, you've got to have a new art. Now, he said, I know every one of you devout people, you all want to give your art to his nibs. But he said, we're not to be fair for one person to have the great honour of giving his art to his nibs. So he said, tell you what I do. What do you do? He said, I drop the feather from the balcony, and the breeze he taketh the feather. And whoever the feather lands on, that one person will have the great honour of giving his art to his nibs. He said, I drop the feather now. And 200,000 people all started going... In Germany.
How are you with the Germans? You like the Germans?
Their national flag is a beach towel. When the Germans go on holiday, the first thing they do is go to the hotel, is take the manager prisoner. They have the nerve to ban our beef. Some of their women are bigger than our cows. All German girls are called girder. You have to take a set of scaffolding when you do them at a quarter. And in Russia, everything ends in off, so you've no chance.
So, as far as you're concerned, keep Europe, stay here, which you do. You love the country.
Think about it. Let's get the facts on the table and let's study things. I study everything, you know. When I go out on jobs, I study because of the motorways and all that, you know, and you can have some terrifying experiences now. That lovely blonde lady, have you ever had a terrifying experience in a car, dear? Yeah, well, leave your number. Last week, this little old lady coming down the M1, fast lane, she must have been 85 years old, doing 100 miles an hour and knitting at the same time. People shouted, pull over! You know the socks? Lady Lusby borrowed her husband's brand new car, brand new B-registered car. Came back 2 hours later. She said, I've got good news and bad news. He said, what's the good news? She said, the airbag works. And you can have some... I had a terrifying experience last week. I was coming home late at night from a show. Well, it was the early hours of the morning, so you know what time they finished. And I was going... Don't make it worse. I was going down this little twisty-turny country lane, and it was all dark, there was no moon, and the wind, and suddenly I was aware that I was being followed. Because you see it in your mirror, the lights, can't you? And I went left, he went right, and left, right, and I was frightened, I was really scared, because you read in the newspapers, don't you, about these flying saucers, you know, the X-Files, see these UFOs come down to Earth and abduct young virile men, and take They kidnap men and take them back up to the planet Venus, which, as you know, is ruled by a race of big, strapping, voluptuous women with big chests and red hair and little tights. And they get you, and they have their way with you over the weekend and then return you back to Earth on a Monday morning in time for work. So I slowed down as much as I could. I thought probably they want to breed from me. But I was still aware that this car was funny because I could see its lights in my mirror, and it had lights on this car, and it said Echelop. So I thought, I wonder. It actually said Echelop. I thought, I wonder who these Echelopians are. Perhaps they work for these Venusians, these big, strapping women with pointy chests and metal studs, and crisscross leather thongs all over. And they get you, and they mess about with you a lot. And then return you back to Earth on a Monday morning in time for work. So I pulled in this lay-by and I stopped, and I got out. I said, use my body how you will, but please don't mark my face. Well, out of this Echelop car got the biggest policeman you've ever seen. A huge, hairy armed drozzer he was. Big copper, and he had like an orange donkey jacket. It didn't suit him. And he had this, like a policeman's flat hat with a draft board on, and a peak crushed right down over his nose where he'd been sneaking under chip shop counters looking for free fish. And he came over to the car, and he stuck his head through the car window, and he wasn't wound down, so he didn't like that. He said, driving licence, insurance company, which insurance company are you with? I said, well, I used to be with Scottish Widows, but she got married again. He said, I can smell your breath. I said, you should talk. Oh. It's worse than our dogs, and he drinks out of the toilet. He got this little black book out. He said, why were you driving so erratically? I said, UFO. He said, I'm writing all this down. He said, have you ever been up before the magistrates before? I said, well, what time did you get up, please? They get very sarcastic, policeman. Yeah. He said, I see you shaved your moustache off. Where were you rushing off to, Mr. Mansell?
Now then, Ken, the Diddy men, I mean, are they happy? And did little Dickie Mintz become a star?
The Diddy men, they've just been on short time for a while, but they've been on holiday to Littlehampton, and now they're back again. And Dickie Mintz a star in his own right.
I'd love to see him here one day.
You'd like to see Dickie Mintz? Yeah. Would you like? Yeah. He's here. He's waiting outside.
Go on, go get him.
I've got Dickie Mintz. I'll go get him. Yes. So you've arrived?
Yes.
Pardon?
Yes.
Well, squeak up. You've got here?
Yes.
And you've walked all the way?
Yes.
Must be very tired?
Yes.
But you're glad to be here?
Yes.
It's for the kids. If you walked all the way, Dickie, you must be very tired and very thirsty.
Yes.
Would you like a big bottle of brown beer? Watch my lips. A big bottle of brown beer and some brown bread and butter, or a shandy?
A shandy.
Good. Very pleased to hear you say that. Are you... Are you going to do the alphabet backwards?
What?
The alphabet, 26 letters. I shall make it very difficult for myself. Are you going to do the alphabet backwards?
No.
Good. Well, that's it then. Don't need to bother with that. I'd like to hear you say Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. A peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked.
So would I.
You probably want to say a red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
No.
If he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it. Around the rugged rocks, the ragged rascal ran.
Really?
She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells for sure.
Oh.
Sarah, Sarah, sitting in the shoe shine shop.
Steady.
Sing a little song for the ladies and gentlemen. What would you like to sing?
What do you know?
Oh, very droll, yeah. Well, who's your favourite pop artist? Who's your favourite Hollywood star?
Nicky Nouse.
Who?
Nicky Nouse.
Who the hell's Nicky Nouse?
He's married to Ninny Nouse.
And what does she do?
She sells seashells on the seashore.
Oh, shut up, will you?
Oh, we wish you a very good year. I hope everything works out.
And to you and all your family, because the family audience are our audience, Des. What is a family? A family begins when a man and woman join together and a bond keeps them together for the rest of their lives. It's called a mortgage. Yes. I'll never forget that time my dad had a boil on the end of his nose. Oh, the boil, he had a big red boil on the end of his nose and hurt, throb, and my mother couldn't sleep at night for laughing. So we had to get the doctor in, and the doctor came in, and he took one look at this boil on the end of my dad's nose, and he ordered us all out of the bedroom. We all had to go. And before he went, I saw him take this big needle out of the bag. And he closed the door, and all we could hear from inside the bed was, ah! Oh! Ah! 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 They all went quiet. And the doctor came out, he said, yes. He said, it looks much better now. I've sewn a button on it.
Ken Dodd, ladies and gentlemen. Ken, thank you. Happy New Year to you, Ken.
I'm very happy New Year.
Ken Dodd.
Happy New Year. Thank you.